Hello again, sausages. Now, just to make things clear, I'm not against reform because they had me chucked out of their conference in Birmingham last week. I woke up to reform way before that. You see, they're not a democratic party, plus the way they treated Rupert Lowe and continue to treat him, I think it's abhorrent. I don't think I know they're not a democratic party because when you pay for your membership, it's not a membership, you get a sticker and a letter and that's it, but you don't have a say in party policies, you don't have a say who the party leader is, and you don't have a say in who the party chairman is. All that happens, all those decisions, everything is done behind closed doors, and that's between the top two, Yousaf and Nigel Farage, and I don't think that's fair. Their treatment of Rupert Lowe now seems like a vendetta. The police were called to his house, they seized his guns, which were legally owned, because they reckon the 67-year-old had threatened a guy in his 30s, i.e. Zia Yousaf, back in December. The whole thing stinks. If it was that serious, why didn't they seize his guns back then? The investigation they orchestrated has been mishandled and misdelivered. As for Richard Tice, I've never been a fan. The guy is a goofball. He doesn't know what it's like to be a normal working class person. He called Tommy Robinson fans them lot. He was an advocate for the jab, he wanted lockdowns, and he made that infamous trip to the Ukraine to show his support, all things, of course, which don't resonate with Reform core voters. As for Nigel Farage, well, his recent interviews regarding Islam and the idea of mass deportations of foreign criminals, people who take the piss out of a system, and illegal migrants, has really turned people off him. And back to Rupert Lowe, Richard Tice was on GB News, I think it was yesterday or the day before, and when asked by the host if he knew Rupert Lowe had dementia, of course he doesn't, he replied with, "I have no idea, you have to ask him," and he ended that with a smirk. That smirk was vile, it was sickening, they know what they're doing. And to continue to peddle this nonsense that he's got dementia, it's quite beneath them, in my opinion, but those are just some of the reasons not to vote for reform. If you vote for reform, that's completely up to you. I'm not telling you to vote for them or not vote for them. They're my reasons. And of course, the bastards had me chucked out of their conference last week. But there we go. So anyway, Reform are known for chucking out candidates for social media posts. The two in the past couple of days, one is justified, but the other one definitely not. The one that was deserved is Stephen Hartley, and he was the candidate for Reform in Oxfordshire. But he'd made tweets supporting Jimmy Savile. I mean, who the hell supports Jimmy Savile openly? So he's gone. And the other one is a female candidate who dared to criticise Islam. Now, in my opinion, no idea is above criticism. No religion is above criticism. No religion is perfect. And this woman, a lady called Miriam Thomas, she exercised her free speech, and I thought Reform were all for that, but evidently not. And she posted feelings which she shares with many people who have the same concerns. And this ties in with what Nigel Farage said in recent interviews regarding this community, and what he said seems to suggest that he's pandering. And my concern is that Reform really shouldn't be the party that panders to any religion or any community. It's meant to be patriotic and to voice the concerns, or voice and share the concerns of millions of British people who feel we've been displaced in many aspects of society. So make of that what you will. So there we go. More reasons, in my opinion, not to vote for Reform. They're not for us. Nigel Farage was never the one, and I'm as disappointed in that as you are, believe you me. We deserve better, that's all I'm saying. And there we go. I'm past 49. Thanks for watching, and until the next time, Roger Trout.